Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. I gotta start with this. I see people say very similar things every single day on X. Can someone that isn't an XRP groupie or cultist tell me why I should continue holding my 10K bag of XRP? I just don't understand why I'm watching all these other great coins boom while XRP just sits in purgatory. What made you originally buy your XRP? That's the question every XRP investor should ask themselves from time to time. For me, it was always what I seen, the facts around this cryptocurrency. At first, it took a lot of vision to see where XRP is going. Today, and over time, I watched all those facts instantly become true along the way. The way people around the world talk about this cryptocurrency. I'm talking about the IMF, the BIS, the central banks. But then beyond that, when I look at these other coins that might be pumping right now, I always think to myself, what is behind that cryptocurrency? Is it a meme coin? What's pushing the price right now? Most of the time, what pushes these cryptocurrencies that people are looking at is nothing but hype. Then all of a sudden, it comes crashing down. Some people make a lot of money on that. Other people get left behind on that and they're stuck in that cryptocurrency for a long period of time. Look what goes on with Doge. But when it comes to XRP, we're going to see XRP move. And at that time, you'll realize why you've been holding this cryptocurrency for such a long period of time. Because things that XRP is built to do, that doesn't get built overnight. When you're getting ready to move the world's money inside of a new financial system, that doesn't get built overnight. You got to remember, SWIFT has been in place for 50 years. Well, now all of a sudden, we're watching SWIFT, get partnered up with Ripple or work with Ripple. Or Ripple's just going to mow SWIFT right over. And they're going to steal all of SWIFT's business over time. But then all of a sudden you look at your XRP holdings and you'll be realizing exactly what this was all about from day one. The reason why Ripple invented the ODL product, XRP is a bridge currency on exchanges, so Ripple could remove the two biggest concerns that banks and payment providers had. Regulations. Banks do not have to hold XRP on their books. They can leverage ODL to connect with the digital asset exchange, which is fully licensed and supervised, and then leverage that exchange to source liquidity in real time. You know what exchange we're going to see really pick up when this happens? LCX. Wait and see. LCX is going to play a very important role as we push into the future. Volatility, because the transaction happens in less than 30 seconds, the volatility risk is taken care of. Like I said, the big financial institutions, they don't like volatility. Yesterday, from the European Parliament, the groundwork for a wider use of blockchain in Europe has been laid. Now tell me how blockchain adoption is years away. When they're already telling you the groundwork for wider use of blockchain is already in place, we're going to start to see that mass adoption happen over time. And it's going to happen very quick when it happens. It's not going to be drawn out for years upon years. I'm talking months. We're going to see everything change in the very near future. Real use cases for the digital pound. Ripple is an active participant. And look who else is there. QNT and Quant. And then there's also Casper is here as well. So William Lorenz from Digital Pound Foundation talking about their focus on real use cases for Digital Pound and his work on Modern Dosh and team, making sure it will work for Anthony's granny. You know, when they talk about use cases, it's going to be so many use cases. And before you know it, people are going to be using blockchain inside of payments at their local convenience store and not even know that blockchain is being utilized in any way. That's the future we're pushing into. Digital Euro Conference 2024. And of course, Ripple is there with IMF, BIS, European Union, Circle, MasterCard, Digital Pound Foundation, just to name a few. And like I said, you see Casper there as well, and Quant. And you know, I said it before, people downplayed Casper as well because of what happened with IPW. Casper is silently building behind the scenes. That's another cryptocurrency that if you're looking to diversify, I would definitely hold some of it. They're also partnered with IBM, who's going to play a very pivotal role inside that new financial system. But of course, Ripple always has a seat at the table. Direct confirmation from Swift that they updated their systems to incorporate digital currency DLT tokenization products via APIs, and video demo of blockchain being used to settle a Swift transaction. No, it doesn't specify a certain DLT because that's not the point of the demo. We already know Swift is working with Ripple. And as time goes on, we're going to see more announcements come from Swift and most likely come from Ripple as well. And don't forget, there's $27 trillion a year that sits in Nostro Vostro accounts and nobody uses them. Ripple is gonna unlock that 27 trillion. And once that happens, you are too late to XRP. The price is gonna move so quick. And all of a sudden, we're gonna realize exactly why we've been holding XRP for all this time. You know, everybody right away, when they sit there and they look at the price of XRP going sideways, then they look over here and it's like, hey, look, this meme coin is up 30-40%. Maybe I should sell my XRP and jump into that really quick. And then all of a sudden, that ends up being a rug pull and you end up losing a lot of your money. That happens inside of crypto. Now is not the time to make any dumb decisions when it comes to XRP. A multi-sided digital payment platform aims to grow as an alternative settlement without the need for the US dollar. Russia will take the first step of de-dollarization by convincing the bloc to accept a new BRICS Plus bridge payment platform. Take notice how they say BRICS bridge payment platform. And Russia is pushing ahead with this. And like I said in other videos, I still think Russia and Ripple are working together behind the scenes. Just in, New York Community Bank, NYCB, crashes 20% in after-hours trading, citing material weakness in internal controls. Another one bites the dust. Like I said, the banks are not safe. This is going to be the year of consolidation. We're going to see bank after bank start to crash out, and they're going to consolidate into the much bigger banks. Same reason I keep telling you, this has to happen. It's part of the Great Reset, and it's part of the U.S. CBDC. U.S. debt clock. We the people own the future. USA Treasury certificates, asset-based, debt-free currency. You know, they've been telling us all along on the U.S. debt clock exactly what's going on. And I think those treasury dollars are going to be announced around the election time. I think when people start bringing up the debt that this country's in, $34+ trillion, all of a sudden they're going to talk about the solution that they have, push into the U.S. Treasury dollar. And I keep seeing more and more power being pushed towards the U.S. Treasury. Rather than executing laws enacted by Congress, SEC Gov Chair Gensler persistently attempts to circumvent Congress and the APA. Today, we're holding the SEC accountable for its disregard for congressional intent and attempts to stymie digital asset innovation in the United States. Republicans are holding SEC Chair Gensler accountable. Now, I want to see action taking place. Stop talking about this. They always bring up how they're going to sanction them and how they're going to bring all these charges against the SEC and they're going to come up with this bill and that bill and all this bullshit. But then we see no action. And Gensler continues to do exactly what Gary does: hold back innovation and try to crush crypto along the way. House committee moves to overturn SEC crypto custody rule. Now, this rule is very important because we see right here, SAB 121 passed out of committee today with bipartisan support. It's headed to the House floor. Our team will continue to push for full repeal of SAB 121 to help drive digital asset adoption. And that's what needs to happen, because this will allow crypto to be held by banks as well and financial institutions. And we already know that the banks want to work with crypto. It's what will save the banks here in the United States. And you know, when it comes to crypto custody, what I don't like about some of this bill is that the wording in it. I don't think it's retail investor friendly, but it's at least one step towards more adoption of crypto in the United States. And I think as we see this year push on, we're going to get full stablecoin regulations in the US. And then I think we're going to shortly after see full-blown crypto regulations. I just want the retail investor to still be able to invest in crypto in the US when all the dust settles. The right people have to handle crypto regulations. But once regulations are done, we will start to see crypto change, because all of a sudden you'll realize once all the meme coins and all the shit coins are gone, that what we're left with are cryptocurrencies that are going to be used in the new financial system that also have real world use case. And that's what keeps me invested in XRP as well. The reason I wanted to make this video is to remind you of what you're holding. And I wanted to point out the reasons why it's so important to always be holding XRP. Because things can change very fast now. You know, we're seeing it happen with the banks, collapse after collapse. And I think that's happening by design. The same reason I see our current financial system, it's all being rushed to the bottom. They're pushing for this system to collapse out so they could also bring on the reset, the new financial system. And I want to be prepared for when that happens. But you know, I don't even have to think about why I hold XRP anymore. You know, sometimes all I have to do is look at the facts around this cryptocurrency. You know, a couple years ago, it was really hard to see where we would be in a short 2-3 year span. Everything around the world right now is moving so much quicker than it was back then. Even the US is starting to get its act together and start to push ahead around crypto. And I think we're going to see a lot of anti-crypto politicians turn pro-crypto politicians this year because it's an election year. But you know, until it all happens, you gotta stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.